Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody is doing wonderful today. This is Jerry Tolliver of Fly Credit Solutions, the place to repair your credit, restore your credit score, and get financially educated. So I'm really excited about today's session because today's session is for my entrepreneurs, it's for my business owners, it's for my movers and shakers, right? People that are looking to take their business, their idea to the next level, but they need a little money to take it there, right? If you got big ideas, if you have big goals, big ambitions, you're going to need some big money too to get you there. Because one of the main reasons that a lot of businesses fail is because they don't have any money. Right? Most of the businesses that I come across, they focus on so many other things that are related to their businesses. But one of the things that a lot of people ignore are the financial piece of the puzzle, right? The money piece of the puzzle. And that's a really important part in order to take your business to another level. Hi, John. I hope everyone's doing great. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking to our business owners about your business credit. I'm so excited that y'all have joined me. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all what I have done personally for my business that's helped it take it from zero business credit to over $150,000 in business credit strictly for my business. It does not affect my personal social security number. I didn't even need to use my personal social to even apply for that business line of credit. All these lines of credit only report on your business or credit reports. It does not report on your personal credit. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to know before you start building business credit, right? And we're going to touch on a lot of those things so that you will know that, okay? Now, we're going to jump into this. Now, this is what we call our business credit checklist. Now, I love this because our business credit checklist gives you step-by-step every line item, everything that you need to complete so that you can actually build solid business credit. Now, everything that I'm going to be covering today is not going to include your social security number. Everything that we're going to cover today does not require a personal guarantee. It does not require a personal credit check. So if you've gotten into business, but your personal credit is kind of standing in the way of you getting personal business credit cards or some business loans, then we're going to help you with kind of circling around that or figuring out how you can overcome that obstacle. Okay? So I hope you guys are ready. I want you all, as we're going through this, write down any questions, kind of pop some questions below as we're going through the information so that when we get to the end, we can all answer the questions together. Okay, cool. So, well, first of all, why do you want to build business credit? Why do you want to build business credit? You can use business credit for a lot of different things. You can use business credit for working capital. You can use business credit for marketing. You can use business credit for payroll. You can use business credit for equipment. You can use business credit for all these different things, right? Everything that your business needs, you can use business credit for. So your supplies, your equipment, everything from start to finish, you can use business credit for, right? Because you can't scale a business if you don't have no money. You can't pay employees if you don't have any money. You can't grow a business if you don't have any money. A lot of business fail because they don't have any money. Okay, so you want to build business credit. 5 benefits that you have for building business credit is it protects your personal credit. Okay, one of the main reasons why people build business credit or why people even want to build business credit is because their personal credit isn't that good. Or they don't want to sacrifice their personal credit in efforts to build business credit. Now, the great thing about all of this is that you can do this for numerous different companies. You can do this even if your child started a company, you can help them with building business credit under the business name. Right? So your personal credit, it protects your personal credit. You won't have to run it. You won't even have your personal credit in the mix. You'll be totally protected. Another thing is you get higher limits. You get higher limits on your credit cards and you get higher loan amounts also. Now, here's the difference. You have the consumer side of everything, which is what we're more so accustomed to, right? We're more so accustomed to the consumer part of everything. So your credit cards, your loans, your mortgages, your car loans, auto loans, those are all consumer type of lending, right? So all of that you have to eventually pay back. And not only that, that also counts towards your personal credit score. Now, when you get into business credit, because banks know that you're going to be using this credit or this money to build your business, they know that you're going to need higher lines of credit, right? Because if you're going to do a marketing campaign, a successful marketing campaign, you're going to need a little money. If you want to actually grow and scale a company, you're going to need to hire some help. So you don't have to use your cash to hire the help. Use other people's money to do that. I mean, think about Walmart. Walmart doesn't stock their shelves with the money that they make, all the cash they make. They do all that on credit. All their shelves are stocked on credit. They're stocked by vendors. They're stocked by people and companies that they're partnered with, so they can be able to build that multi-million-dollar business. So if you want to build a multi-million-dollar business, you definitely got to get some business credit. Now you get higher lines of credit, right? So let's say that if you're trying to get a personal credit card, in most cases you'll only get approved for a couple $1,000s, depending on if you already have established credit. So for instance, let's say you have a credit card. Let's say this credit card has $10,000 balance. In most cases, you're only going to get approved for a personal credit card with a $10,000 balance. But if you apply for a credit card under the business name, you can get $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 or more, depending on what you need, how long your company's been in business. Now, you can build business credit as a startup. 3 months, 6 months in business, you can build business credit as a startup. You can get business loans as a startup. You can get business credit cards as a startup. You don't need to be in business for 2 years. I've built solid business credit, and I have been in business over 2 years now, but before then I started building my business credit the moment I got into business. Now, it's not really difficult to do, but you definitely got to start as soon as possible. Building your business credit is much like building your personal credit. Now, if you guys are already tuning into a lot of my videos, I've already touched on how to build solid personal credit. If you haven't, then you definitely need to look back at some of those videos, like the 5 ways to build your credit or something of that nature, so that you can get an understanding of what you need to do with your personal credit first. Okay, so you're going to get higher limits. Another benefit that you want is you can multiply, meaning you can do this more than one time. I've actually done this with 3 companies, okay? And I've gotten business credit cards under all these different companies. I'm going to be doing the same thing with my son, because he wants to do a little something too. So I'm going to help him with getting that started. But nevertheless, you can do that. Okay, you can get business credit cards. You can get all of that under different companies, okay? Because your company is a separate entity. It's completely separate from you. So you can do that over and over and over again, okay? Now, another thing you want to do is, because it's easy to build. Building business credit is much easier than building personal credit. Your personal credit is calculated by 5, 6 different ways, right? Your payment history, your account balances, how many times you're running your credit, your account age, it's all these different things. But your business credit is only calculated by your payment experiences, meaning how often you actually pay on your accounts. So if you pay on your accounts on time all the time, then you're going to have a strong, solid business credit score. You have Experian business credit score, you have an Equifax business credit score, and you also have a Duns & Bradstreet business credit score. Now, if you just pay your accounts on time, you don't have to pay them off in full. If you pay them on time, then you have a high credit score. Now, your payment experiences are going to determine how far along you can climb the business credit ladder. So the more trade lines or trade accounts that you open, the higher your business credit score is going to be. I'm going to touch on how you can get those accounts open and how to get that started in a moment, but this is something that you need to know, and it's definitely a benefit, right? Because that's what you need. Another thing is the last thing here, actually, it's a blank. And I want you to kind of guess it, because a lot of people don't even think about this part of the puzzle, because most people don't even think about selling their company. When you start building business credit, it gives your company more value. Okay, because think about it. If you're making money in your company, then it's valuable. But if you have business credit already built and you decide to sell your company is worth a lot more money, a whole lot more money, if you build some business credit. Think about it. Wouldn't you want to buy a company that has $500,000 in available credit that you can use to build it even further? Of course you would. You don't want to get into a company and not have any money to grow it. You need money to grow it. So I'm going to write that down. So increase value. I hope you guys can read that. These are 5 things that you should know, right? These are the 5 benefits of building business credit. Now, why do you want to build business credit? Think about it. Why do you want to build business credit? To protect your personal assets, to protect it, right? Because this does not go for sole proprietors. I'm going to tell you this right now. You can't really build business credit as a sole proprietor. You got to build it as an LLC, as an S Corp, C Corp. You can do it as a nonprofit as well. All these steps you can use for any type of business, but you cannot use it for a sole proprietor. Why can't you use it for a sole proprietor? Because a sole proprietor is you. It's just you. You don't have a separate entity from you. So you need to separate yourself from your business. Right? Accountants, they'll tell you all the time, separate your business expenses from your personal expenses, because at come tax time, it's going to be a mess trying to figure it all out. So you have to do the exact same thing. Protect yourself. Protect your assets. The only way you're going to be able to do it is by separating yourself from your business. So get an LLC, get yourself a S Corp, just incorporate your business so that you can move on to the next step of building business credit. You want high limits. You want to be able to do this multiple times. It's really easy to build, and you increase the value of your company. Now, how do you do it? There are a couple of things that you can do to build business credit that does not involve your social security number. The first thing you can do is you can actually get a secured loan. You can get a secured business loan from the bank. Okay, I have an entire list of banks that you can go to get a secured loan. So what this means is you have to put down collateral. It's actually a CD account, right? So you got a certificate of deposit, and you make this deposit into the account, and they give you a loan, in other words. And as you pay on the account, right, then you'll be able to build business credit. Now, the secured loan does not show up on your credit report as a secured loan. It just shows up on your credit report as a business loan. So if you can't get a traditional loan, that's okay. It's a little difficult to get a traditional loan if you haven't really been in business for a long time, if you don't have any cash flow, if you don't have any documents to support that you're actually making money. But if you want to skip that step, or at least get a jump start on it, get a secured loan. You can secure capital, you can secure cash. So I can give you a list of that if you want it, but you can start there. You can get a secured credit card, just like your personal credit. You can get a secured credit card for your business. A bank that can do this for you is Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is probably the only pretty decent business secured card that you can get. Put down a little money, and then they'll open the line of credit. Again, it will not report on your credit reports as a business secured line of credit. It will only report as an unsecured business line of credit. So that's a really, really good deal. The more secured loans, the more cards that you have on your credit report, the more likely that banks are to approve you for more business lines of credit, okay? Vendor accounts. These are actually really easy to get. What are vendor accounts? Vendor accounts are smaller companies that will actually, let's see, offer a line of credit to your business, and it'll be a small line of credit, and it'll be maybe a couple of $100, maybe a couple $1,000, depending on what you need. But a lot of good companies that you can do this with are with office supply stores. You can do this, let's see, office supply. Oh, there's so many different vendor accounts. You can also do this with a what's it called? Web hosting. There's a web hosting account where you host your website on, that every single month that you pay on your web hosting account, they'll report that payment history to your business credit reports. Okay, so you got vendor accounts. Now you need about 5 vendor accounts, like 5 payment histories. That's what you need, 5 payment histories before you can start moving on into retail credit cards and until you can get into major credit cards. So with vendor accounts, start with Quill. Quill. Quill is a really great place. Quill is a quill. Quill is Quill, great place to start. Grainger is a really great place to start. Monopolize My Marketplace, really great place to start. So these are really good vendor accounts that you can open so that you can start getting some payment experiences. Now guys, when you go to Quill, all you got to do is go on their website, go put something in your cart, purchase it. It's not really a minimum requirement. I've bought stuff as small as $20, $30. and they've been able to open a line of credit for me. So as long as you pay it before that 30 day, right? So they'll give you a net 15 account, or they'll give you a net 30 account. And what that means is you have to pay the account back in less than 15 or 30 days. The sooner you pay the account back, the higher your business credit score is going to be, which is the reason why I tell people, if you're already buying paper, if you're already buying ink, if you're already buying pens, and if you're already buying this stuff, just buy it on credit, because you're going to pay for it anyway. So go to Quill, go to Grainger, get a couple of things, have them issue you a line of credit on invoice. Okay, it's going to give you an option to pay with cash or credit, or to invoice you. Just tell them to invoice you. And then in about 2 days, just pay it all off in full, and just keep doing it over and over and over again. Okay, so you can do this with Quill, you can do it with Grainger, you can do it with a couple of different ways to go about it, okay? Retail and fleet cards. Once you get 5 payment experiences, meaning once you get 5 accounts, vendor accounts on your business credit reports, then you can move on to retail and fleet cards. Retail cards like Dell, Apple, Walmart, Amazon. I actually have all of those cards. So they're really, really simple to get, actually. And you just have to go onto their business credit website and then fill out that application. They won't actually, Walmart changed. I'll take that back. Walmart changed. So Walmart now asks for a personal guarantee when you apply for a business credit card. But it's still a really good account to have, because it does report on your business credit. So you can get retail cards, you can get Apple, you can get Dell, you can get Best Buy, you can get Walmart, you can get Amazon. There are so many different companies that offer lines of credit for business. All you got to do is look for it. Fleet cards. You can get fleet cards. I have a Speedway card under my business credit name, and I use it for gas. And it's really great because it helps me separate my business expenses from my personal, right? So you can get a fleet card. Speedway offers them. All these different places offer them. However, you do need at least some vendor accounts. You need 5 payment experiences, 5, before you can get retail or fleet cards. Once you get 10 payment experiences, then you can move on to major credit cards. Major credit cards being Amex, Discover, Wells Fargo, Chase. All these business credit cards, major credit cards, you can get, but it's going to take some time to kind of get there. Most major credit cards do require a personal guarantee. So if you don't have good personal credit, then you do have another option. You can get what we call a credit partner. So a credit partner is basically, if you know somebody that you know, love, and trust that has really good credit, you can just put them onto your incorporation paperwork, and then they'll be your credit partner. As long as you have somebody on your paperwork that has excellent credit, they're a part of your company. So therefore, you can use that person's credit to start establishing business credit under the business name. So it does not require your personal credit or your personal credit score, but that's a really good way to start getting business credit under your business name if you do not have good personal credit, okay? Now, a lot of people ask me, well, I don't know how to pull my credit reports, or I don't know how to read my credit reports, or, where do I find them? Guys, you can actually pull your credit reports and monitor them. You can monitor them online with nav.com. Nav, N-A-V, like navigation. It's very similar to Credit Karma for business. So it will actually, do you have a list of vendors by chance? I do have a list of vendors. It is in our business credit building course. So in our business credit building course, you'll actually get a list of all the vendors, a list of retail accounts, a list of fleet cards, and all of the requirements that you need to meet before you apply for them. We want to make this as seamless as possible for you all. I want to be able to give you all a resource that you can use to kind of shorten that time span. Because granted, yeah, it took me like 2-3 years to build some solid business credit, but in actuality, with the resources that I've been able to give you all in the business credit building course, you can do that in about 6 months or less, depending on how diligent you are. 6 to 12 months is more reasonable. But you definitely can do. We do have an entire list of vendor, major credit cards, and retail cards, fleet cards, everything in that business credit course that you all can use. I'm going to take some questions really quick so that just to make sure if you guys have any questions, we can review that. But you can review your credit reports online at nav.com. Nav will give you your Duns & Bradstreet number. It will give you your Experian number. And you'll also get I guess you could call it a business FICO score that the SBA uses in order to approve your company. Now, there are a lot of different funding ways that you guys can get more money, right? But it will require, actually, no, it won't require a personal guarantee. So let's say that you want revenue-based funding. You can get revenue-based funding, and it's really based on the cash flow that your business brings in. So if you're bringing in some strong cash flow with your business, you can get a line of credit based on that. It won't be based on your personal credit. You can also get a business line of credit that'll base it off of your business bank accounts. So your business bank accounts, as long as they show a positive balance, as long as they show some strong income, then you can get approved for a business line of credit too. You can do that through Kabbage, Kabbage, or you can also do it through Fundbox. Fundbox is a really good place to do it. Now, the reason why a lot of people want to do invoice financing too, a lot of people have a lot of outstanding invoices. And if you have outstanding invoices, then it's going to be a little difficult to stabilize your cash flow. And if you can't stabilize your cash flow, then you're going to be out of business. So if you want to get business credit, if you want to get some loans, if you have outstanding balances or invoices, try to get some invoice financing. Invoice finance would be a really good option for you all, or you can get a business line of credit. I'll take a couple of questions really quick. Oh, thanks, Sean. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Do I have any questions? Okay. Now, I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. Drop them below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Now, what you guys need to know before you start any of this, you got to build some credibility. Okay. Now, what that means is that you have to get some of your ducks in a row before you start building business credit. Now, I've already put together a checklist that you can find at business.flycredit.com. It has an entire checklist that you can use to make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row before you start applying for any accounts in your business name. So what will you need? You'll need an entity. So that means LLC, S Corp, C Corp. Whatever it is, no sole proprietor. You also need a business address, a separate business address, not a P.O. box, and apparently you really can't use UPS boxes anymore either. I actually have a resource that you all can use from the Lion's Den. They actually give you all, well, they don't give it to you, but they offer an opportunity for you all to use their address so that you can secure some business credit, and it's local. Now, the great thing is when you have a local address that's in a populated area, busy area, it'll actually help you secure more credit. It kind of depends on demographics. It depends on location. There's a lot of different things that kind of go into play. But you can do that. You need a business address. You also need a business phone number and fax. You can do that through RingCentral. You can do it through Grasshopper. And you need to also register that in 411. Now, RingCentral already has that built in. So once you register for their company or their service, then once you get a business phone line, then they're going to give you a fax number and they're going to register you in 411. You have to get registered in 411. If you don't get registered in 411, a lot of the banks, when they start pulling your information, they're going to deem you not credible. Why is that? Because people just can't get into 411. You just can't get into 411. You have to take some actual methods to get into 411. You have to have actual company to get into 411. They have to verify this information in order to get to 411. So you can do that. RingCentral will do it for you. Okay, you need a business website. It's surprising how many people I see that have businesses but don't have a business website. Businesses or banks and creditors are going to have a really difficult time with approving you for any funding or business if you don't have a business website. Why? Because they're going to do research on you. They're going to Google your website. They're going to Google your company. They're going to see what's going on. Do you have a website presence? You need one. It does not have to be fancy. I did my own website for my own company. It's not difficult to do. If you need help, I can help you with it. But you can definitely build a website for a little bit of nothing. All you need is the front page, contact me, and about us page and services. You don't need anything spectacular, nothing real fancy. You just need something, okay? You also need any business licenses or insurance. You can't really get any business credit if you're not legally operating right? If you're not operating legally, then a lot of businesses or a lot of creditors or banks are not going to be able to approve you. So what do we cover? We covered LLCs. We covered address. We covered phone number. We covered, website. Something else. Oh, email address. Y'all, there's nothing more unprofessional to creditors than free email addresses. Okay, and I don't say this because I know a lot of people have free email addresses, but you got to get a business email address. Okay, if it's, contact at whatever your company's name.com is, if it's about at whatever your company, abccompany.com, you have to have a business address, a business email address. No free, no Yahoos, no Gmails. You have to have an official business address. Toll-free number. All of this is going to give you the credibility that you need so that you can actually get approved for those lines of credit. Okay, I'm going to take a couple of questions. Yes, that's true. Let's see, business email too. That's right, Jesse, business email. You definitely need that. Can you change a sole proprietor to LLC without a negative effect with SBA? That's a really good question. I'm not really sure about that. I know somebody that could probably answer that question for you. If anybody can answer that question below, please feel free to do so. But I'm not quite sure. I would definitely highly encourage you to find that out if you can. Find a tax professional if you can, so they can help you out, or even a lawyer. A lawyer can help you as well. Okay, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. Business email, yes. So it looks like I don't have any other questions below, but I really want to encourage you all to start building your business credit. Your business credit is really going to help you propel your business to the next level. Think about it. What would your business be like? Where would you be right now if you had $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 in your business, right? What you can use to actually grow your idea, grow your vision, and not do it out of your own pocket, not do it with your hard-earned cash, because once the cash is gone, it's gone. You're not getting it back. At least with credit, you can buy yourself some time. You can figure out, is this going to work? And you can give yourself some flexibility. Your business credit is going to give you the flexibility to grow and expand, okay? So if you guys have any questions at all about any of the information I have reviewed today in this video, please feel free to send us a message at contact@flycredit.com, or you can schedule a free consultation at flycredit.com/consultation. You can do a personal credit consultation, or you can do a business credit consultation. I'd be more than happy to help you with any of that. Where can we find your full course? You can go over to business.flycredit.com, and the full business credit course is there for you all, okay? It's everything in there, every single step, every single resource, every requirement that you need to make to get approved. I want to see you all win. I want to see you all get approved. I want to see you all get the resources that you need to be successful, because there are no excuses anymore. There are people out here giving this information away, me being one of them. So use the information, y'all. Use it and actually take your business, take your idea, take it all to another level. Is it a hard money lender something you would suggest? Not really. Not especially if you're not into real estate, or if you're just a startup in business. Hard money will be really, really high interest rates, and hard money is not really something that you could get if you're not really into real estate. I don't know much, but that hair be on fleek. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just use a DBA when you open your sole proprietor and utilize that on your LLC docs. Thank you, Norris. I appreciate that. I learned something new today. I didn't know that. So that's a really good deal. Is it a hard money? No. Quick question. You are very thorough. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Or if you're in real estate. Thank you. You guys love my hair. Thank you. If you're in real estate. Yes, you can do hard money in real estate, but I'm going to let you know, if you get some business credit, okay, let's say that you get a business credit partner, and the business credit partner has really good business credit. Now, the really great thing about getting revolving business credit is a lot of the times you're going to pay 0% interest in the first 15 to 18 months. So if you take out cash advances on those cards and you're paying 0% on those cash advances, and you're smart about the moves that you're making with those cash advances, then not only will you make the money back, but you won't pay any interest on it. So if you're going to take out any type of funding, I will highly encourage you to do business credit cards, because they have those introductory rates that they offer, and you'll save a lot more money on those investments that you're going to make because of it. Let's see. We have Jesse. You say, is the initial investment the same as the personal credit for your services, or a different investment? The personal for you to walk. Okay, so it's different. So the personal credit service, it is different than the business credit service, but by all means, schedule a consultation and we'll be able to walk through what you do need. Like I said, you don't need a good personal credit to build business credit, but it would definitely help you. It would help you significantly if you got your personal credit together. Y'all, you cannot do a lot of things out here if you don't have good personal credit. So I highly encourage you that if you're not taking your personal credit seriously, start taking your personal credit seriously, please. Start maximizing your personal credit. Go online at flycredit.com, grab our free Flawless Credit Guide. It has all of the steps, all the tools, all the resources that you need to maximize your personal credit score. Okay? Thank you, Whitney. I appreciate that. But do you also do credit repair? Yes, we do credit repair so we can help you get your personal credit into a good place before you move into building business credit. But nevertheless, schedule a free consultation and we'll be able to walk through that together. Okay, cool. But I hope you guys had a really great time with me today. Thank you for joining into our session. I want to see you all win. If you all have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help. But until then, I'll see you next time. We're actually going to be digging in deeper with some more business credit tips that you all can use to further your business credit, your journey. What's your site to find your courses? You can go to www.flycredit.com. That's FLYY credit.com. I'll also leave a link below so that you can click on that and you'll be able to access it. But until then, guys, have a great one. Bye.